Hi everybody, this is Wilson and I'm sitting here in front of Thunderstone Advance. Once again, my favorite game, at least one of my top two, I'm going to say. And this time I'm going to do a playthrough, and I think I'm going to do it in pieces. And this is the simple introduction to what I'm doing because I'm playing the variant that Huggin designed. Now, Huggin is the gentleman from Board Game Geek. That's his namesake on Board Game Geek. I think it's Sheldon Morris or Sheldon something. Sorry, Sheldon, if I'm continue to mess that up. But it's a variant that I play and I continue to play, and it's about the only one I do play, and it brings me just endless love to this game. This game that means so much to me. So, here's the setup. This is what's going on here. We've got our monster deck over here. You can see that we have the first monster in rank number 4 because that's the normal level of difficulty. The advanced level of difficulty, we'd have 2 monsters in those ranks, but instead it's just the 1. And the easy one is just to have no monsters in these ranks at all. Obviously, I'm not using the proper board. I have no problems with the board. In fact, I think I've got 3 or 4 of them. Some of them haven't even been opened, but I just use the board less and less, actually. I like this just as well. It's no big deal. I simply use these dice to indicate the darkness, and if I need to play advanced, I can switch them around. But that is the other side of the board, right? But we've got rank 1, 2, 3, 4, and for the purposes of my solo games, this is almost always designated as rank 0. I don't have any Guardians in my deck, but I do have obviously a Thunderstone Bearer. I've got a Treasure that's in there, and I've got a randomized level 1, 2, and 3 monsters. My heroes are chosen by random. They're right here. My basic cards here, regular Long Spear Torch. The reason I'm playing things so tight to this end is because I get a lot of glare from the light that's just above us over here. So these ones don't matter as much as these ones, and I think these are a little more clear. So that's just a little bit about why I've set up to the right here. This is a little bit of a player mat, my deck. Curses and Diseases are over here. I mix Curses and Diseases together just for variety, but for the sake of playing the game, they're the same thing. So if I have a cleric that says, you know, discard 1 curse and it's a disease, well, I don't care. That still counts. 50 Thunderstone shards are necessary for this variant, as well as these dice. 12-sided dice for sure you need, at least 1, and then 6-sided dice as well to level up your monsters after they attack the village. The village, the items and the villagers and the spells and the weapons were also done according to the rules and randomly, so it's not like I've got 4 weapons here or something. Everything's happy according to the rules, but the village has been built randomly. I don't even know what's going on here. I guess I do have looks like I've got a villager down in the bottom right corner, which is where they normally are supposed to be, but I also have one up here. And spells are usually over here, but I've got an item here. Like, I don't really care. Okay, so that's why you're seeing what you see. The only other thing I would suggest is that I don't use avatars, and it's probably good that I just share that up front. So your starting deck is normal. It's consisting of these guys and 2 Thunderstone shards. Of the monsters that I've chosen, the one that's come out here is a Doom Knight level 2. His name is Darkness. And he's going to be tough because it says here that he ignores unequipped heroes. And you suffer light -1. That's not a big deal. But ignoring unequipped heroes for such an early monster, that's tough. Because we know that I can only equip with 2 items. And so I got to load up. I got to figure this out somehow. I don't think that there's too much else by way of introduction to this. At least nothing is occurring to me right now. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll just end my video here. And I'll probably play a couple of hands, and so where the second video is going to come into effect, this will be somewhere along the path, unless it comes to an attack. But usually or typically with Thunderstone Advance, the first few hands are pretty boring, because I'm usually just, well, all of us, we're usually just going to the village, building the deck for a couple of turns, so there's not usually too much going on. So by way of introduction, I'm just going to leave it there. Hope you'll stick with me. Hope you'll follow along as I play through this variant of Thunderstone Advance. This is Wilson, and we'll see you soon.